Hey guys, Minnie here, and we're back with episode 9 of Return Trajectory. We've got our top secret module inbound on the watchtower. It's coming into dock. Docking camera online. Just doing some retrograde RCS thrust to slow ourselves down. I have no idea why I didn't have fine control on at this point, but oh well. Oh, there I go. I turned it on. After I was like, man, this thing's hard to control. Lighting up the docking ports. Now I can see them a little bit better with the docking camera. We're going to go ahead and set the watchtower as target. The idea here is having this top secret module on the opposite side of the sun will make it harder for anyone trying to get secrets from us or see what's going on at our moon base to not see this particular module. That's why we're docking it on the dark side. Just slowly inching our way towards that docking port. And docked. There we go. Alright, so we've got our fuel reserve, our RCS reserve, and our top secret module installed and attached to the watchtower. We're going to go ahead and turn off that red light that tells people, hey, there's a negative seal here. We're going to go ahead and activate our green light that tells everyone, hey, look, we got a good seal and there's something docked here. So there we go. Watchtower's in orbit. We got all of our stuff attached. Everything is looking good. Well, we've got other stuff going on around the moon. Next thing being is that we've got the big ass fuel freighter, or the K.E.A.F.R. This guy's gotta come in and dock with the watchtower as well and restock those fuel supplies that it's got on board. So, just gonna adjust the orbit and get our close approach here. Our orbit is way off though, so I'm gonna have to go down to the descending node and correct that by burning north. There we go. Our approach is a little bit off still. I'm gonna go ahead and see what I can do here to get a closer approach. There's too much thrust using those actual engines, so I use the RCS to adjust it just a little bit at the end there. And I'll adjust a little bit more once I get close. As you can see, my orbit is actually still a little bit outside, so I burn towards the planet to get my orbit to intersect with the watchtower's orbit. And there we go, 200-meter approach. Clearly Kerman is not enjoying himself apparently. Probably because this is Bobbert's theme music, and Bobbert is probably the one flying.
I'm having a fantastic time. I love this music. Your music sucks, dude. Can we put something else in, please? No. My music. I don't know if you noticed, but we're getting closer to docking. Yeah, I got it. Can I change the music at least? Okay, fine. After this song. Alright, just let me find something. Let's see. Oh, I like this song. Here we go. This is the watchtower to the K.E.A.F.R. You are clear for approach. Roger that, watchtower. We are beginning alignment procedures and preparing to dock. Solar panels folded in. I'm still not happy. Who cares if you're happy about? I got this. I totally got this. Distance from target, 7 meters. 8 meters. You're going backwards, just so you know. Alright, I'm moving forwards now. 10 meters and closing. Watch your approach. We're drifting off to the side. 7 meters. We're drifting below. 2 meters. I got it. 1 meter. Hang on. Half a meter. And prepare for contact. Contact. Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, nice of you guys to join us. How was the trip? It was alright. We're gonna go ahead and start dumping that fuel into the station. Roger that. Well, it looks like you guys still have some fuel left over. You mind if we hang out with you guys? We were gonna head down to the surface, but I don't know. Has the K.E.A.F.R landed yet? I'm not sure. Let's check orbital. KSC, can you give us a update on the K.E.A.F.R? Is it currently on the service? Or is it still en route? It's still en route. We'll give you guys an update in just a bit. K.E.A.F.R, this is Mission Control. We want you to go ahead and begin landing procedures. Copy?
Acknowledged. This is the K.E.A.F.R. Preparing for descent. Initiating retrograde RCS thrust. Adjusting landing site. Landing site targeted. Initiating RCS deorbital burn.
Descent profile is looking great. We're right on target.
All systems nominal. Preparing for engagement of primary systems. Groove music engaged.
What did it say? Groove music? Who's been messing with the programming?
Stage separation complete. Bringing bilayer engines online. Roll program complete. Beginning landing procedures. Bringing engines 1 and 2 up to full throttle. Engines operating at maximum. All systems operational.
We got a good system check. Everything's green.
Landing site in visual range.
Landing site's coming up on the monitors. Terrain's kind of hard to tell at this point. See if we can find a landing spot. Let the K.E.A.F.R take over. It's got programming for this.
Searching for landing zone. Halting linear velocity.
How are the fuel levels? Looking good. We're about 60%.
Preparing for landing.
Automatic landing sequence is engaged. Looking good so far. Fuel ratings still at about 55% and falling slowly. Alright, we should be good for landing.
Landing lights online. Landing legs deployed.
Showing green lights on the landing equipment.
Chosen landing area not suitable. Locating new landing site.
Alright, it looks like the K.E.A.F.R's gonna go ahead and reposition. Keep an eye on those boards, guys.
Center of crater seems to have flatter ground. Adjusting accordingly.
The It's located a new landing site. Let's hope it's flatter than its previous choice.
Halting linear speed.
It's throttling up and reducing its linear velocity.
Landing site chosen. Beginning landing procedures.
Systems check. Give me a systems check. Everything's looking green, sir. We're still at good fuel reserves at about 50% now.
Appropriate theme music started.
Alright, who's been messing with the programming on the K.E.A.F.R again?
Fuel levels nominal.
Fuel checks out at about 45%, sir.
Beginning final deceleration. Preparing for touchdown.
Alright, watch those monitors, guys. There don't anything to go wrong here.
Engine cutoff. Landing achieved. K.E.A.F.R to KSC. Landing achieved on Moon's surface. Activating running lights and preparing to deploy. Solar panels operational and deployed. Energy influx nominal. Heat radiators deployed.
Roger that, K.E.A.F.R. We contact you down on the surface. Good job.
Preparing to activate mining stabilizers. Mining stabilizers engaged. K.E.A.F.R refinery online. Deploying mining drills. Stand by.
Everything's showing green so far, sir. We're getting ready to get those drills in the ground and see if we are able to hit that K.E.A.F.R deposit that we detected.
Drill contact. We have hit a K.E.A.F.R reserve. Deploying equipment bays and fuel rods.
That's a green light on the K.E.A.F.R deposit, sir.
K.E.A.F.R fully deployed and operational.
I'd call that a successful mission, guys. Good job.
Error. Fuel is not being refined.
But double check that. Double check that.
Reaction control thruster fuel is being refined.
We've got a positive on the RCS fuel, but the liquid and oxidizer is
Requesting
having an issue.
repairs.
Oh, man.
Requesting repairs.
Get Comrade Kerman up here. We need to have a discussion.
Well, while the KSC chews out one of its engineers, we've got the URD en route to the moon. This is an unmanned vehicle headed to the moon for another mission. The ship is a little bit smaller than the other one that I launched, which was the top secret module. We went with a smaller rocket, mainly that we didn't use that larger fuel tank with the skipper engine. We just went ahead with a LVT-45 engine on the back for that, well, plenty enough thrust gimbaling and thrust to be able to get it up into orbit. And it worked really well. Just watching my apoapsis as it goes up, separating the fairing. Trying to keep that apoapsis just above where I am, basically chasing it up. And as always, we want to separate this next stage so it re-enters the atmosphere and we can continue on our way on our last stage. I shut off the electricity on that probe so I'd have a reserve battery just in case. Pretty much the same thing we've been doing the last couple launches, just aiming at the moon, pointing prograde, and getting that apoapsis up till we get an encounter. This orbit's all weird though, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the ascending node and burn down to get the orbits aligned. It's easiest to tell when you get all the lines on the same plane, and that pretty much lets you know that your inclination is pretty good once you're going to get into the sphere of influence of the moon. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let the probe take over from here. and you guys can watch the docking. Alright, so we've got our unmanned resupply drone attached to the station, and I was just messing around with the fairings that I put on some of those Infernal Robotics hinges, which was fun. And then I noticed that the ports that I had for the equipment bays on this were rotated on the other side of the station, so I basically wanted to align them to the up section, and I went ahead and undocked and redid that. I've got more stuff on the horizon, but that's going to have to wait until the next episode of Return Trajectory.